Let's face it, you're probably struggling at work. You're not going to click on this video otherwise. We're all struggling at work. We're all there. One of the things, however, that I've learned is that you don't have to just put up with it, and actually there are ways that you can tackle this and deal with it. Look, we are all struggling, okay? I don't want to say you're not the only one, but at the same time, you are not the only one. I feel like, especially if you work in publishing, there is this tendency to feel overworked, underappreciated. So how can you look after your mental well-being while at work? It would help if I actually had the book that I want to talk about with me. Okay, let's try that again. This book saved me. This book saved me at a time I didn't realise I needed saving. I actually got this as a proof copy from Watkins Publishing in, I think, about October, November last year, when I was just starting my new job at Bonnier Books UK, and I didn't realise I needed it until I read it and thought, wow, I wish I'd found this sooner. And 6 months later, I'm still using some of the techniques from here and recommending it to people left, right and centre. Your Work Wellness Toolkit is by Eleanor. Mindset tips, journaling and rituals to help you thrive at work. I know it's kind of like a mental health, kind of like a self-help book, and I've spoken about this recently like a couple times on my Twitter that I hate when people slam other people for reading self-help books. Like, if it helps you and you find that you take something away from that, why slam someone else? If you don't read that kind of genre, that's fine for you, but for me, I absolutely love this book and this has actually helped me at work. Yes, it is a kind of self-help book, but it's got loads of practical tips in it as well, so it's not just a reading book. If I open up some of the pages, for example, you can see there are, I'm going to try and not show all the things that I've written in it, but there are spaces to write, there are spaces to draw. It's a really interactive way of helping you experiment with these different exercises that are going to help you. There are 100 in here, and I love the way it's set out, so every page is a new exercise and it gets to 100. And it breaks it down, so we've got, so chapter 1 is your physical environment, chapter 2 is your mindset, chapter 3 is working from home, obviously really like relevant at the moment. Chapter 4, doing the hard stuff, chapter 5, productivity and focus, chapter 6, breaks, chapter 7, time management, chapter 8, work relationships, chapter 9, development and growth, and chapter 10, handling change. And there are 10 tips for each of those 10 chapters. I haven't picked this up for a while, admittedly, and this is kind of why I wanted to do this video as well, to force me to do it, because I know that it helped me so much. And when I was going through it, I was writing in the actual book itself, and then I sort of read it for a second time and was writing down all the things that I found most helpful to me. Do I have that book? Yes, I do have that book with me. So, shuffle closer to you. I grabbed this pink notebook and I started writing down, as you can see in here, all the tips and the tasks that I want to complete on a regular basis. So I'm going to share those with you because I feel like you can take away so much from this book. There are some things that are going to be more useful to others. So I just want to talk about some of the things that are in here. For example, returning to neutral is something that I found really helpful when I was doing it, and I've let myself go a little bit and now I'm trying again. Returning to neutral is the idea that your desk space, which is mine behind me, this should be completely clear when you're starting your day at work. So at the end of each working day, you should return everything back to how it was. You should shut your laptop down, you should clean your desk, you should get rid of any clutter, so that when you come back in the morning, it's kind of like a fresh start, everything that's clean desk, clean mind, you know? I am naturally a very messy person and a messy worker. My desk isn't awful at the moment. You can kind of see, like, I've got my laptop on my screen there at the moment, and obviously a heck load of books. And I've been doing this for the last week, and honestly, it makes such a difference. Like, when you're working from home especially as well, you can feel really like sluggish, you can feel like, oh, you want to stay in bed a bit longer. But I feel like when I've returned my desk to what they call neutral, I wake up in the mornings and I feel a lot more motivated to get started again, because it's kind of like that fresh mindset. And it's not like an absolutely new idea, obviously, just clean your desk at the end of the day, but it's these little things that build up, and like if you have those kind of habits, your work wellness is going to be a lot better. Like, as I said, in terms of like how it's affecting my well-being at the start of the day, I feel like so much more motivated, and obviously that's going to help you at work to feel like you want to get things done, you want to go the extra mile. At the same time, obviously it's looking after your workspace as well. Like, I don't want loads of chocolate wrappers all on my desk, for example. Oh, and the books just fell. One thing that I remember that Eleanor says in this book is that you should try all these things at one point, but don't try them all at once. And I think that I kind of needed to realise that as well. I wanted to just try everything all at the same time, and actually it's 6 months later and I'm still trying new things from the book, and I think that's really important. This is a kind of book that you're going to have with you for life, and you can keep referring back to it. You don't need to reread it all at once. You can dip in and out of chapters and find what's most useful to you. What I really like about it is it's so practical. Like I said, every page has like an activity to do. It's kind of like a CBT thing, cognitive behavioural therapy, shifting your mindset of how you approach work and well-being. For me, I love that. Like, I read a book recently that just seemed a lot of like waffle, if you like. It was a lot of just talking at you, whereas I feel like this is, you're taking something away from it and you're trying it yourself, which I like. So I like the practical aspect of it. I'm gonna just go on a couple of pages. So for example, task number 12, you're talking about why you're doing things. So it says, name your work why. Identify the reasons why you work. Reread them to remind yourself, to provide motivation. And I think that's really important. Like, I think that a lot of people get stuck in this idea of, you know, we just have a job, we're doing it just to earn money, but it's like, why are you doing it? And I think that a lot of the people that work in publishing as well, we've got this now because we love books and we love working with books, and we love, like, especially children's books, getting them children really excited and getting them to learn new things and getting them into reading. At the same time, like, why are you doing it? What did I put in it? Let's see what I put 6 months ago. Okay, so list the 3 main reasons that you work. So I put the first one is to have a main, like, focus, goal or purpose, which I think is still the same for me. I probably won't retire till I'm about 100 because I will get bored very easily and I want something that's giving me a purpose. And that's one of the reasons that I personally work. The second one is to earn money. Like, at the end of the day, I am doing this because it is a job. As much as I love my job, I'm doing it because it pays the bills. The third one is to improve myself, because I can't be in a job that doesn't teach me anything every day. I'm learning every single day in this job. I'm learning from other people. I'm learning new skills and skills that are going to help me in the future. And I love that. I want to be in a job that's going to continually improve myself and my skill set and all that jazz. So that's my main reason. So maybe one of the things that you can take away from this book is identifying why you work. If you're struggling at work and you're really demotivated, why are you doing it? Are you doing it for the right reasons? And then again, kind of like shifting that mindset. So now that I've kind of like reread that, like, yeah, one of my main purposes of working here is to improve myself. It's a Saturday today, but when I start work again on Monday, I can be actually thinking, like, actually, I'm really glad that I can have this opportunity today. Is teaching me something. A really important one for this digital age that we're currently live in. So in the task 21 in the Work Wellness Toolkit book, it says manage digital fatigue. So it says list activities that you currently do online that you could do offline. List ways in which you can make these offline activities more enjoyable. I love writing pen on paper. I try and do some of my to-do lists on pen and paper. I do have a digital version as well, which kind of defeats the point, but I am quite good at this. I think I try and do things sort of on pen and paper if I can, just take my eyes away from the screen a bit. My job is looking at screens. I work in marketing and publicity, which is a lot of emailing, it's a lot of social media, it's, even if I'm on my phone, it's TikTok. So it's really important to find these ways in whatever job that you're in, especially if you're in a sort of office computer facing job, to find something that you can take a break from your eyes from the screen. So one of the things I did recently, for example, is one of our books is called The Baker by the Sea by Paula White, and I'm doing the marketing for that book, and we're designing some POS, which stands for point of sale bookmarks and posters. So I have been designing really badly some of the posters and the bookmarks. So I'll be back. Really helpfully, my camera died. Not camera died, my card was full, so I've had to change my memory card. So hopefully I'm in kind of the same position. For example, I'm not going to bore you with my terrible artwork. Yeah, but designing some of the posters and how they're going to look on here before you start doing it online. Task number 58 in this book is walking meetings. Schedule a walking meeting to give you a break whilst also exercising. This is kind of linking on to my last point about coming away from the screen as well. And this is something that as soon as I read this, I messaged my manager and was like, hey, can we do this? And she was like, hell yeah. So we did that, we tried that. Obviously it depends on the meeting. We just did it in our catch-ups. There's only 2 of us. There wasn't a load to actually look at on the screen or on paper, so it really worked for us. And obviously this is gonna completely depend, like with anything, it's gonna completely depend. I'm not asking you to, like, I don't know, try and do like a presentation while walking, like that's not gonna work, obviously. But if you can find any meetings and anyone that is willing to do that, like it's really cool. Like you're just walking, we walked outside of our office, we're walking around London. You can just do it for like 5-10 minutes, then come back and finish the meeting at a desk if you need to. Task number 68 is the right time. Schedule your tasks to match your energy levels, right? I don't know about you, when do you feel the most productive? I get a peak early in the morning, so like 9-10, when I'm just starting. I'm like, yes, I want to work. I then dip like after lunch, and then I pick back up again at like 4, so between like 4 and 6 I'm really productive as well. What I've kind of learned from this book is to start scheduling the tasks that really require a lot of brain work in those times, so between like 9 and 11 and 4 and 6, and all the kind of sluggish admin tedious tasks I'll do it sort of just after lunchtime. This is obviously going to help your productivity, and it's going to make you feel better at the end of the day because you've actually got things done. Yeah, try that. Task number 67, don't touch something more than 3 times. Action the email before opening it for a 3rd time to save opening it loads and feeling guilty. I do this, right? And with my job, it's very bitty, so I won't just be working on one thing the entire day. I will do like 10 different things. And sometimes I'll have an email come through and I think, okay, I can't deal with that right now, I'll deal with that this afternoon, and I'll flag it and I'll open it and be like, what was that again? And I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll open it again and be like, what was that? And then by that point, I've looked at it 5-6 times thinking, oh, I've got to do that. If it's gonna take more than 5 minutes and you're opening it more than 3 times, just do it. Just get on with it. Don't touch it more than 3 times. Count how many times you've opened that email. If it's on the 3rd time, crack on with it. That's another thing to mention in this book as well. Like, it's your work wellness toolkit, so it's talking about wellness. So not only is it asking you to, you know, like take breaks and be kind to yourself, it's actually helping you at work. So it's giving you loads of tips to be productive as well. Can you tell I like this book? Task number 84 is keeping a success file. Keep positive emails, things that went well, compliments, etc. I heard about this sort of thing on one of my interviews on my channel. I have interviews with a load of people that work in publishing, and she said that she has like a, I can't remember what she calls it, but sort of like a achievements inbox. So every time someone like says, you know, you've done a really good job, she files that. And I think that's such a nice idea. And one of the things that my manager has said for me to do as well is that anytime I like achieve something or reach a goal, track that, like have a personal achievements log. And I think that in kind of like in parallel to like your CV as well, reading back on all the things that you've achieved can make you feel a lot better. It can make you feel a lot motivated at work, and it can make you want to reach even more goals as well. On the topic of wellness, I actually have a really exciting thing to show you guys. I'm going to try and not show my address, but you can see the sticker there if you recognise it, if you're already part of this brand. LoftyBox, they are a company all about sustainability and well-being. It's a subscription box or a one-off box that they work with ethical brands to give you some products that are like, say like wonky candles, or they're a range of products that are just before their best before day, any other ethical products like that that would otherwise go to waste. And all the products are related to some kind of wellness, hence me including this in this video for you guys. And they're all vegan as well. And even on their packaging as well, it's like all recycled material. So I have been given a box to unbox for you guys, and I also have a discount code if you do want to check it out. The code is ROSE20 to get 20% off your order. They have a range of products. You can buy a one-off product, you can buy a gift product, you can get the subscription from £8. It really is up to you what you decide. Just literally create an account, pop the discount code in there, and enjoy your little wellness package. So very cute. We have a LoftyBox sort of gift wrapping at the start there. Ooh. I feel like I don't want to ruin this, it's too pretty. Ooh. That was really elegant. Best before, better now, I like that. Did you know over a third of all why can't I read? Over a third of all food produced locally goes to waste. That's ridiculous. The UK throws around 9.5 million tonnes of food waste in a single year, even though 8.4 million people in the UK are in food poverty, and billions of pounds are wasted each year when food is disposed of unnecessarily. At LoftyBox, we work with short and past-dated products to save them from going to waste. They are perfectly legal to sell and safe to eat. We are on a mission to rethink best before dates. Love that. And one of the things that they sort of like flag as well is the difference between used by and best before. Best before is just like the quality, whereas used by is actually like you can't use it past that point, it's unsafe. So we also have like a little leaflet in here telling you more about LoftyBox and how it works. If you want to find out more details, I'll obviously put it down below. But let's see what we've got. Air snacks. We have salt and vinegar chickpea snack. That sounds exciting. So like these literally are just like best before this month. Like I'll have them now. And it's all like these brands as well that like I've not heard of before, so you can start sort of like supporting small businesses. Wow, there is a lot in here. I feel like some subscription boxes you get like one thing, and like if you don't like that one thing then you're screwed, whereas this, there is a lot to choose from. Okay, so we have nail kind, we have vegan quick dry nail varnish. That's very exciting, in that kind of like autumnal kind of colour, and again it's like vegan and it's all about wellness. So if you want to give yourself like a little spa day, there we go. What's this little one? Ooh, black and white, the collection body scrub, orange and lavender. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to smell this now, aren't I? Ooh, that's really nice. You can really smell the lavender. Again, to do with wellness, hard day at work, lavender will really help you sleep. So that's really cool. I like that. What else have we got? If you know me, or if you've met me for 5 minutes, you know that I am addicted to chocolate. And when I say addicted, I have like a bar like this size every single day. And we have chocolate in here. Dark cocoa orange with milk chocolate, organic, gluten-free and 23% less sugar. Very swanky. This doesn't even go off for another like 6 months. It's not like they're super out of date or anything. So like, this is great. I will be digging into that later after I've done my nails, after I've scrubbed myself in lavender. God, there's so much in here. Pineapple pieces, love. I love pineapple and coconut and all that jazz. Oh, this would be quite good for like a smoothie as well, maybe. It's One Earth Organics. Again, like new brands that I have not heard of before. We still have 3 more things to go, guys. Moss, Mellow Moments, what is this? Oh, loose leaf hemp. Our CBD tea is like, oh, is this? Am I being stupid, or is CBD like weed? It's like the legal bit of weed. Anyway, oh, 100% pure hemp. There we go. When you're feeling stressed, anxious or blue, stick on the kettle, prepare for a brew. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's our full-on poem, okay. Here we go, guys. When you're feeling stressed, anxious or blue, stick on the kettle, prepare for a brew. Our CBD tea is unlike any other. With such calming effects, you might want another. So next time your boss emails at 10 o'clock, an old flame texts, or you're missing a sock, just reach for a mug and one of our bags. Grab a good book and pick up a mug. Snuggle up somewhere cozy, no need to pout. Take a sip, sit back and just mellow out. Hashtag mellow moments. Love that, that's very cute. 2 more things, or 3 more things, 2 more things. Oh, there's a little letter in there, cute. This one is high dose immunity drink. Oh, okay, so this is like the little, when we go to the gym and stuff, it's like, oh no, it's a food supplement with vitamins, zinc, ginger extract and sweetener. Okay, so I assume you, oh yeah, okay, you mix with boiling, oh no, you mix with hot or cold water. Cute. I feel like I'm gonna feel so like that girl after I try all this, you know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah, I have all this stuff. And then finally in here we have a lemon and ginger, some kind of drink of some sort. You attract what lives in your mind. I love all these quotes on everything. Still organic, low calorie, lemon and ginger drink. There we go. And then let's see if this cute little note is, oh, cute. At From Me to You, we encourage people to stay connected with loved ones living with cancer by writing a letter or postcard. Please use this postcard to send love to someone in your life. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, that makes me want to cry. That is so cute. I kind of assumed this was all going to be kind of like food, but no, it's literally like I said, you've got the body scrub and you've got the nail varnish, and now you've literally got given a postcard as well with a little heart on it and a note on there. That is adorable. That is so cute. Oh, I didn't even know that sort of like existed. It's a charity called From Me to You. I didn't even know like that sort of thing existed. I absolutely love that. So that, guys, is LoftyBox. I love the idea of that, and I love the idea that obviously, like a subscription box, you don't know what you're going to get in it. What I love about this, and obviously as I said why I'm including it in this video, is it's all about wellness. Like, you're going to feel that girl after you get it. You're going to try all these products and be like, yeah, I've got my shit together. If you are interested, and I have got a 20% off code, you can use the code ROSE20 and you can be that girl. So your work wellness toolkit, honestly, if I don't know if making a whole entire video on this and spending the hours editing this, if that doesn't tell you how much I like this book, then I don't know what will. I've done like a review on my Bookstagram. I've been recommending it to people left, right and centre. It came out in January 2022, and honestly, I really, really recommend it, especially if you work in the industry that we do, where you need to look after yourself. Like, please consider getting this. Probably between like £10 and £15 or something, and it's going to be so worth it. See what's in there, see what works for you. Yeah, look after yourselves. I'm also going to be using this I've set up a mental health network at work, so it's going to be practicing mindfulness, practicing mental well-being, promoting the right use of language and stuff like that, and I'm definitely going to be using this for a lot of the sessions. I hope that this video was insightful. I hope it was useful to you in some way, and I really hope you are looking after yourselves. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.